index or the middle finger, depending on what feels right. If you want to work a bit deeper, the middle finger. If you need a little bit more space, the index finger. Okay, so shoulder width. Now, turn this part of the elbow backwards. Okay, and if you notice your chest dropping and your ribs poking forward, try to bring the ribs, stretch them towards the pelvis. Okay, so just find a neutral. Keep the elbow pointed backwards. Do you notice anything happening in your hands?
They're lifting.
Lifting, where?
From the palm here, the knuckle.
Okay, anyone else? That lifting happening? Yeah, right? So some of you it won't, you can relax. Some of you it will. This is a sign that what you're doing here is impacted by what's happening here, and vice versa. If your index knuckle is lifting, then you're just using part of your forearm in your arm whenever you're doing chaturanga or downward dog or stuff. So your hands are this another beautiful arched dome shape. Okay, so this is my theory of powerful, unbreakable hands and wrists. The first thing to understand is that every finger is a micro arch. You're not flattening the fingers down completely. You want to energize the fingers. Fingers aren't passive, they're energized. So tip of the finger and base knuckle are the roots. A little bit of energy. You might not see it, you might still feel the ground, but you're imagining an arch between the fingers. Not exaggerating. Don't need to exaggerate. Get those fingers long. These are the points of contact. And then you start strengthening your fingers anytime that your hands are down. And if you're working with a shoulder girdle, turning the elbows back, which is an assist, a teaching that people say for down dog and for plank and other stuff, then you'll notice sometimes your index knuckle won't slip. And that's something to work on gradually, of course, until you can keep the index knuckle down. It'll be a sign that you're opening things in your chest and shoulders. Right? So just remember that. Tip and base knuckle and energize the fingers. And then the palm, imagine a dome where the contour of your palm, it's like a suction cup. Maybe that's a better image. The contour presses down and then the center is being sucked up through the center of the arm. Try that. Hands and knees. The outline of the palm is rooted and you're feeling the center of the palm being suctioned up through the arm. And then you also add the fingertips. How does that feel? Does that feel like harder for your hands? No?
Feels like it's hard work here.
Strengthener. We won't do it very long. Like I normally do about 10 times every movement, but we won't do that. So it's just a basic little sequence. Getting that tone in the fingers. Let's come back to hands and knees. It's 4 steps. First step is forward, shoulder past the wrist, shoulder behind the wrist. Just like this. That's it. But trying to keep those principles, the arches of the fingers and the suction of the palm happening. Okay? Next one is you turn the fingers backwards. About 10 times, sliding forward and backwards. Right? If it's too much, just more to the side. Start here. Because this is external rotation, right? Hand, shoulder, hand, chest. Get those fingers active. Get those fingers, suction of the palm. If it's hard, don't go into pain, right? Remember, it's not about pain. Never about pain. A little bit challenging. So, like this is where if you're not sure this is good for you, you develop a little bit differently. Third one. Back of the hands. I bring it close already to my knees. Spread the fingers. Try to get 5 fingers down and then try to lengthen your elbows and start putting some weight. This hurts, don't push it. Start very light and eventually with time your wrists will get stronger, the connective tissues will get stronger, right? That's a really important thing is not to push, not to go into pain. And then the last one is here. Same thing. I hear a lot of oh. So that's a little wrist opener. Now, you've probably tried tons of variation of these movements, right? This whatever works for you is fine. This is what I do. It doesn't need to be your thing. And ideally, you don't have any lingering pain in your wrist following this. It might be a little bit sore, which can be okay if it's gone, but you don't want to feel like something, oh, it's not leaving my wrist at all. So that's why you need to adjust. One way you can adjust is by having less weight in the arms. The closer your knees are to the arms, the less weight there will be. Okay? But what I would like is that you don't let the chest sort of drop, right? Remember that positioning, the shoulder roll, energy in the chest, and then do the movement, right? All the movements. Do you want one that's really going to kick your ass? Hands and fingers? Yeah? Okay, it's the finger piano, as I call it. So let's come into this one. But do this one in a way that it's about 50% of what you can do, okay? So you want to have a comfortable placement here. But try to have the same positional cues. So elbows extended, you're not dropping the shoulders, shoulder roll, okay? So let's press our little fingers down firmly into the ground, just the little fingers. Don't force it, right? Like listen. Then the ring fingers, relax the little fingers, press the ring finger. Keep breathing, no holding the breath. Middle finger. Relax the eyebrows. Don't let the chest drop. Don't let the shoulder blades wing. Okay, I'm going to come around it. Stay here. The index fingers. And the thumbs. All right. Now I'm going to name one finger. You press and release. Okay? Left little finger, right little finger. Left ring, right middle, right thumb, left thumb, right index, right middle, left index, left middle, left ring, left little finger, right ring finger, right middle finger, right index, left index, right index, left index, right thumb, left index, left middle, all 10 fingers. Pressing down, strong, and relax. Finger piano. If you're oohing and ahhing, your fingers and hands like this are going to love this if you do it respect. So one thing too you can do is if this is still too intense for you, okay, and it's fine if it is. Everybody has a different challenge for them. Try it against the wall. Try the stretching against the wall. That way you're removing a lot of the weight, the force onto the wrist directly, and you can start more gradually. And you could start doing an incline, inclining the body so there's gradually more weight on the hands using the wall, and then eventually you come to the ground. Some people will do this from plank pose, right? That's how strong their arms. And some people that I've seen where I got this technique from, they're doing their push-ups like this on the back of the hands. With time, it can happen, but it's not something you want to rush. Yep.